Welcome back to Bostin British Fittle, where Maggie and I aim to bring you as many varieties of different British foods as we possibly can. Today we're doing a black country and regional favourite. We are doing battered cod with proper battered orange chips inside a Chip Butty with batter bits. These orange chips are battered, sprinkled with turmeric and paprika, and are placed inside a bread and butter sandwich. It also comes with a dash of batter bits and a piece of battered cod fish. The method of battering fish or deep frying it, known as battering, dates back to about the 16th century, when Jewish immigrants would bring that idea of that recipe across with them to England. However, fish and chips is definitely an English dish, because in the mid-1800s the first ever fish and chip shop opened in London, and then the second one opened in Lancashire. So obviously the idea of putting fish with chips came in the early 1800s, before the chip shops surfaced. Now, a shop in the Black Country area of England, which is located around here in the heart of England, between Staffordshire, Shropshire, Worcestershire and Warwickshire, you have the county of Dudley. Lays claim to being the history of the first ever fish and chip shop to serve battered orange chips. It also lays claim to the history of the orange chip itself, which is chips battered with spices like paprika, which turns the chip a nice crisp. And their method of doing that has passed down through 3 generations of their family. Now, batter bits, also known as gribbles or scraps or crispies or scrags or screed or dubs or scrumps, depending on what part of the country you're from, are just pieces of batter deep fried that have fallen off some of the food that they were attached to when they were in the deep fryer. Now, the Chip Butty was a working class sandwich, a proper working class sandwich, and it originated in the second ever fish and chip shop in Lancashire by the establishment owner and Mr. Lees, who created the idea of the fish and chip butty as a perfect warm takeaway sandwich for lunch or evening. Hi guys. Before we go any further, please don't forget to follow, like and subscribe my YouTube channel to get updates on all the other British foods I'm going to try. And if you can think of any other British foods that I might like to try, go on to my Blue Sky account, bostinbrickfittle.bluesky.social. And don't forget to also check out my Instagram page for all the British foods that I'll have tried, and you can see all the images on there. All right, thanks very much and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, we're going to try some of this. So this is a bit of the batter. Crunchy, straight away. Get that proper deep fried taste. Now we've got one of the proper battered orange chips. Fluffy on the inside. That nice hint of those spices are there. Oh yeah, definitely. So we're going to see what they're like on a sandwich. So here's my Chip Butty. Together they're amazing. We've got the salt and vinegar of the chips, along with the nice salted melting butter of the sandwich. Yeah, the softness of the sandwich, the crunch of the chips, delightful. And now, last but not least, some of the battered cod. You can see it's beautiful and white, firm, delicious flavourings of that fish, and a nice soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside batter. Beautifully done, all of it. But what does the pupper think? What does the pupper think? Okay, so here I've got some of the bread, the batter bits, the chip and the fish. And let's see what the pupper makes of it. Oh, well, she's straight in with the sandwich, that's gone. The crunchy batter bit, the bit of cod is she's leaving for last, but she's had the chip as well. Enjoyed every bit of that. Yes, that's it. That's all there is, I'm afraid. Oh, you're such a good girl.